Hi air signs, how's it going? Thank you very much for tuning in and spending time with me. Right, as usual, I have meditated on the cards, I've taken the jumpers and they're laying here waiting to be read. But before I do that, I'm just going to take Wisdom Oracle in order to frame the reading. Right, I hope you've all been fine. I hope you're doing well. It's the end of the week and the weekend is here. Although, as I said in my last reading, you know, weekends are sort of a non-event at the moment, aren't they? You know, the days, each day is just merging into one. It's just one great big long week at the moment. But I've got to tell you, you've got an exciting read here. You've got some stuff coming up, air signs, which is just, well, I don't know what it is, only you know that, but the energy that's surrounding it is wonderful. So reading for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, please. And can we have a card for them? Wisdom Oracle. Right, this deck wasn't compliant in my next read, so hopefully it's gonna... I can't actually take all of those, unfortunately, but it's certainly, that was me telling it off and him and the deck responding by throwing out 100 cards. But let's see if we can't get one or two to frame the reading off. Right, as I'm shuffling, let me just waffle on a bit and do forgive me, but I'm told that like, sharing and subscribing is really important insofar as it helps the content get out to as many people as possible, people who enjoy content like this anyway. So at the end of the read, if you did enjoy it, just please like, share and subscribe. It would be great. Thank you. That's poking out. I'm going to see if we can't get one more though, air signs. Yeah, there she goes. Wow. Okay. This card has fallen out quite a lot in the last few days with my readings. We've got why. So you've obviously got questions. You've got questions that need answering, but also a deep knowing. So I think you know the answer to your own question here, which is, it's always wonderful news because it means it's nearer to home than we think. It's not so elusive. Right, so let's start. We've got, as the overarching energy of the read, we have got the Three of Cups. Lovely, lovely card. And it certainly reflects in the rest of the read. It's about creativity. It's about using your imagination, discovering new things, and perhaps looking at things differently, thinking, lateral thinking, that sort of thing. But definitely a card of creativity. So get your juices flowing, air signs, which is going to happen without a doubt because the first card that flew out was the Ace of Discs, which is Pentacles in the traditional deck, excuse me. This is about new ideas and new concepts. Perhaps you've had a shift in perception as well, and you are looking at things differently, which is a perfect reflection of the Three of Cups here. So there's definitely new ideas in the mix, and you're thinking perhaps, maybe you're thinking of a new way of being, a new way of living. You know, under the current climate, it's so difficult to get things going and on the move, isn't it? Certainly if you've got a new project that you want to launch, or, you know, just to get out there. We can't get out there, so we've got to think of new ways of doing things, and perhaps that's going to be an online method that you're thinking of. But certainly changes afoot, and you do have new ideas, and you've got new stuff coming in here. It's going to mean something different for all of you. So as a general read, it won't resonate with all, but just take the nuggets that do and use them as stepping stones. But new ideas and new concepts, so really, really exciting, air signs. The next cards that came out, we've got two major trump cards actually. So we've got the Hermit. The Hermit came out first actually. The Hermit came out first and then the Fool. Now, the Hermit makes absolute sense. Can you see that? This is about retreat, about isolation, about taking time for yourself and just doing a bit of soul searching. And you know, so I'm not surprised to see the Y card come out with it, because that's exactly what a hermit is. The Hermit is all about. It's about the soul searching. It's about looking for the answers to the questions that seem to elude you at the moment. So So that's what you're going to, well, that the cards say that would be a good thing to do, do retreat and think about things differently, get the creative juices flowing and think about things, look at them upside down, sideways and otherwise, just look at them differently to see if you can't make what you need to do, or you can't, in order to push your new idea or concept forward, look at a new way of doing it. It doesn't necessarily, certainly in this day and age, in the way things are going at the moment, we can't actually get out there and do things physically. So it might be an online presence that you're looking at here, which is, it's the way forward, guys. We've got to move with the times, and if we don't, we get left behind. So it's change, but it's progress as well. And without the change, we can't progress. So do think of it positively. It might be out of your comfort zone, and you might be saying, why do I have to do it that way? This why could apply to anything or any question that you have, obviously, but the why is because that's the way the world is going now, and we've got to roll with the punches, I'm afraid. I'm loving the Fool being with this card, because this means a new journey. This is about believing in yourself that you are able to take this idea or new concept that you have and push it forward and promote it in a new way, something that you're not used to, something that it may be completely alien to you, but you know what? We can always learn. And we are always learning. And if we have to do things differently in order to progress now, so be it. Embrace air signs, because if that's what you've got to do, what you're gonna do, it's all about knowing that you can. Self-belief, a new journey, but certainly something very exciting and very new going on here. And the final cup, it's a cup, that's why I said that. The final card I was so glad to see, because there you go, the Six of Cups, perseverance, focus, it's determination, and absolutely go for what this is, go for the new concept and new idea that you have, whatever it is, or however you have to implement it, whatever you have to do it, absolutely do it with determination, and persevere, and you'll get there. And I think down deep inside what you've got to do. You just perhaps don't, you don't like the way it has to be done, because perhaps it's a new way of doing things, but you know what to do, air signs. You absolutely know what to do. And I think perhaps the Hermit here is probably a bit of procrastination, or could be for some of you. So know that you've got it in the bag, know that you're capable, know that you've got everything you need in order to take this new idea forward. So really good positive vibe here, just wonderful. Let's see what the Animal Oracle has to offer, just to round this reading off for the upcoming week for you. But yeah, so you've got the why and the deep knowing. So you know the answer to your question. Perhaps it's just not what you want to do. It's not just how you want to go forward, but perhaps it's the only way you can at the moment. So do bear that in mind. You've got the answer to your own question. More often than not we do, air signs. It's... and I'm going to take that because it's poking out. Let's see if we get another one. But more often than not we do. We just... and there's another one poking out there that I'm going to take, and that would be enough, I think. Right, what was the first one? Time to collaborate. So you know what to do. Yeah, you are asking yourself a question. You know what to do, but you know what? Why do it on your own? If you are struggling because it's a case of we can't get out into the physical world and do things at the moment, so perhaps it's an online presence that you do need, talk to someone who knows about this stuff. There are and you know what I'm going to say here? The younger the better, because that's their world, and that's the only world they know. They don't know the world. They don't know the physical going out. They don't know about going out and pounding a pavement to promote yourself, promote your goods and your wares. Do you know what I mean? That's old hat now. There are different ways of doing stuff. It's about it's about your different the different platforms that are out there at the moment that you can use. I mean, majority of people are on Facebook, but you've got your Facebooks, your Instagrams, your Twitters, your TikToks. It may be that you have to take what you do and how you do it. Well, take what you do to an online platform in order to get out to the people, to the masses, or to as many people as you can with your new idea. So yeah, time to collaborate. So get someone in for help. And you never know what might develop from asking from that help. You know, the world is a strange thing. So do get out there and ask. And clear out the clutter. You know, absolutely clear out the clutter, because once we've got rid of the flotsam, you know, whether it be the clutter in our mind or the physical clutter in our cupboards, in our rooms, you know, maybe it's a case of just spring cleaning, but not only the physical, the spiritual as well. So declutter, and know when you've decluttered, clarity will come with that. And it does at any time, at any stage of life, at any time of year. When we declutter, we feel so much lighter and better. So air signs, that's your read for the upcoming week. I hope it made sense to you. As I've said before, it's a general, so it won't with everyone. And if you did enjoy the content, please like, share and subscribe. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care of yourself, be kind to yourself and each other. Toodle pip.